Morning back once again. Welcome to Electromania and kindly subscribe my channel if you like my videos and click the bell button to get the notification regarding my video. Today I came with some tips about the Interceptor 650cc parallel tune engine, and we know that the important thing is the fuel. Normal fuel only required for the Interceptor 650cc, and the you cannot fill a full tank, because if you fill the full tank above a particular level, you know that there is a gland. In that gland there is a particular hole. Above the top of that hole you cannot fill the petrol, because if you fill the petrol above that particular hole, above the gland, below the gland it is very safer. And this gland, if you fill above that particular hole, it will damage the emission control system. It will damage the emission control system and it will enter into certain parts of this emission control system. So it will damage the emission control, and you will get a engine malfunctioning light on the dash. So doesn't make any sense of that, because so don't fill it again like that. And if you fill that petrol, you just remove with what the petrol remover kit is available right now. You can remove by pressing that particular rubber part, and you can take out the petrol. And below the gland it is very safe. I am filling the petrol around 500 to 650 rupees, like that only. 70 to 80% of petrol is safer. And the important thing, below 3 liter it is very difficult. And the petrol suction pump the pump is loading the fuel into the rack. That particular the common rail, it will load by the particular pressure by your fuel pump. This fuel pump need to be dipped in the minimum of 3 liter. If below 3 liters, the first fuel in the fuel gauge, there is a there is an indication that will show to blink. So you need to fill it again, and you need to carry always 3 liters of petrol in your tank minimum. And above minimum 3 liters is the base, that it will cool the pump. It will it will reduce to help to reduce the wear and tear of the pump, and it will help to lubricate the fuel pump. The lubrication also takes place in the fuel pump only. So don't forget, always you carry minimum of 3 liter of petrol. You cannot allow to blink that in the dashboard of your Interceptor 650cc. And again, come to the other thing is, you have an ignition key. What is how to start an Interceptor 650? That is the main criteria is, when you off the engine, you must switch off the engine killer switch. Always you off with the first procedure is you off the engine killer switch. You off that one, then only you off the key. So when this condition is followed, what you need to do, you have a procedure, because nowadays the Bharat stage 4 is available in India, and now again it is I think 6 is launched already. So from the Bharat 4 standard 4 stage, there's a automatic headlight on is available. So it is also drag the power from the battery, because the light is always on. So that is good for starting, but it is the battery life will be reduced due to this automatic headlight on. The first thing, you need to on the ignition key, so the battery will little warmed up due to this AHO light. The first procedure. So doesn't mean anything, because we need a minimum cold cranking ampere in the battery, CCA. That is CCA minimum of 11, I think 10 to 11. The normal battery will be 12.7 volt. Below 12.4, 12, you need to charge it again, because this is a maintenance free battery, so cannot be opened. It's made by Exide. When you change next time, when you change or renew the battery, you must buy a maintenance battery, and you can fill the liquid of sulfuric acid, that dilute sulfuric acid, or you can fill with the distilled water in the this battery. So the main thing is you on the ignition key, and that already it is in neutral. Then you wait to complete the dash to come back to normal, like this. So once it is update, then the second thing is you on the engine killer switch. When you on the engine killer switch, that switch command to the particular relay to load the fuel. When if the engine cooler switch is already on, and when you open on the key on the ignition key, the simultaneously or together, or the engine ignition key is on, what the problem happening is the relay will damage very badly. So many interceptors have the same problem, because the engine killer switch always keep it on like that. Everyone off with the key only. Key is the secondary thing. Engine killer switch is important, because it will protect your ECM also, engine control module, electronic control module for to fire the engine, and all. It will cut the signal, it will cut the fuel, and it will cut the ECM signals, everything like that. So you need to off the engine killer switch, then only you need to off the ignition key. And the important point is when you on the ignition key, then on the engine killer switch, the command give to the relay, and the relay will work properly, and the relay will load the petrol, and you can fire it. That is not an issue. And it just give a few seconds only, and it will like it and start the engine, and you can warm up your engine, because you are using an APA standard engine oil, and you can start it for a few I think for 2-3 minutes. 2 minutes is good for interceptor, for circulation of oil, and once it got little warm, and it will circulate, and it give a good pressure of 2 to 3 bar of pressure like that. So the important point, don't fill your petrol above that gland level. That gland level, there's a hole. If you fill above that hole, the emission control will be damaged, and the lot of symptoms will persist, and you cannot start the vehicle. Sometimes misfire. So a lot of things will happen. The second point, you must off your engine killer switch, and then you off your ignition key. And when you start it again, you must start your ignition key first, and for this, if once it is completed, the analog meter that display come back to the normal, then you just on the engine killer button, and you can crank the engine. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and I will come with certain videos like this, and you support me, and sorry for my language. Thank you so much, and please try to subscribe my channel, and refer your friends, and promote my electro marine mania. Jai Hind.